Hi, it's Lisa here from Capstone Editing. This video is part 2 in my series on essay writing. If you haven't yet watched the first video called part 1, How to Begin, I suggest that you do that now. This video will focus on the second step in the process, which is recording and organising your research. Often students fail to make the proper connection between the research stage and writing their first draft. They may not have completed a research stage correctly, so that when they sit down to write their essay, they feel as if they're starting from scratch. Or they may not have recorded their research correctly, resulting in them needing to repeat work in order to write or properly reference their essay. Or they may have conducted and recorded their research but not organised it correctly, which again serves to make the writing stage more difficult than it needs to be. In this video, I'll explain how to use a research document to organise your research. This is one Word document in which all of your research is recorded and organised following the structure of your essay plan. Using this method will ensure that you don't need to repeat any work unnecessarily, and you'll be able to easily distinguish between your own notes and direct quotations. And you will have already collected all the information needed for your referencing. Further, this method means that you aren't just recording what you're reading, you are analysing it and organising it into themes or topics as you go, the way you'll be discussing it in your essay. This allows you to make all the decisions required in order to write your essay before you begin writing the first draft, making the transition between research and writing easier and smoother, and helping to eliminate any feelings of writer's block. Okay, so let me explain what a research document is and how to use it. The basis of your research document is your rough essay plan, which I talked about in the first video. First, turn each section of your plan into a heading under which you can record your research. For example, in the essay plan I showed you in the first video, topic 1 was disease and demographic impact. This will be a heading in your research document. As you research on this topic, you'll be able to separate the information you gather on disease and demographic impact into additional subheadings, such as types of diseases, as in the example on this slide. Subheadings are important for helping you to organise your notes and navigate your research document. This is an example of an entry in a research document. So you can see that the main topic from the essay plan has been turned into a heading 1. Underneath that, you give a heading 2 to the subject of the notes you're going to include in that subsection. You should record both direct quotations from the sources you read and your own notes in your own words, but you must make it clear which is which. You can do this by putting quotation marks around direct quotations, or putting your own words in square brackets, or by using different colours or different fonts. This example uses quotation marks for direct quotations and puts the student's own words in square brackets. In this slide, you can see an example with the actual information inserted into it following the draft essay plan we're working with as an example throughout this series. So it follows the exact structure of the template example I provided in the previous slide, but this one has actual information filled in only for the purposes of demonstration, of course. You should begin compiling your bibliography or reference list in your research document as soon as you begin your research. When you start reading a source, add the reference to your list right away. This way, you'll have the reference already completed when you use that material in your essay. Also, be sure to include the full reference information, including page numbers, for all the information you record in your research document at every instance where you record it, not just for direct quotations. Using good research practices means there's no such thing as doing your referencing at the end. Using a research document is the best way to help you research and write your essay. The most common but very ineffective ways of note-taking while researching an essay are 1. Highlighting source documents and taking notes in comment boxes or margins rather than in a Word document, and 2. Typing notes into a Word document but arranging them by source rather than by theme. So writing up all your notes from one book or article and then starting the next book or article and typing up all those notes directly underneath, and so forth. Both of these methods have problems, including not being able to remember where you read a certain piece of information, accidentally thinking an idea or some words are your own when it actually comes from a source, and spending too much time researching one topic at the expense of others. Correctly using a research document overcomes all these problems. By using the method I'm recommending in this video, and thus critically arranging and organising material in a Word document as you research and adding your own notes clearly distinguished from the words of others, you'll have an easy to navigate collection of all the most important information you gathered during your research, making it quick and easy to find any information you're looking for. You will have clearly marked your own words as distinct from the words of others, reducing the chance of accidental plagiarism. You will also be able to see at a glance which topics you have plenty of information for and which topics you need to do more research on. Moreover, through the process of compiling a research document, you'll be thinking more clearly about the argument you'll make in your essay, the most relevant supporting points to make, and the relative importance of those points, which normally determines how many words you'll spend on them, and in turn, how much research time you should spend on them. The advantages of working in this way are many. 1, you'll minimise wasted research effort. 2, you'll develop your essay plan as you research. And 3, you'll have all the information you need to move seamlessly into the essay writing stage. Using a research document, all decisions about what will go into your essay and in what order will be made during the research stage before you even start writing your essay. A common mistake made by students is to think that the research and writing stages are distinct steps without important and necessary connections. As you research, you may find that your rough essay plan needs to be adapted to fit the information you're finding. For example, you might find that one topic area is broader and more important than others, perhaps requiring a few subheadings. These subheadings will become paragraphs in your essay. You might find that a topic that you thought was going to be important isn't, but that another topic you haven't thought of is commonly mentioned in the literature and thus has to be mentioned in your essay. You will therefore decide to discuss this topic rather than the other. You'll also be thinking about the relative importance of the topics to supporting your argument. You would normally order your topics from most to least importance, unless there was a good reason to organise your essay another way, say chronologically for history students. As the final step in the research stage, you'll decide which information from your research document should be included in the essay and what you can leave out. You will now have a document that shows 1, the topics and subheadings, that is the sections and paragraphs that will comprise your essay with all information to be included organised under these headings. 2, the order in which you'll write about your topics. And 3, all necessary referencing information to help you write a plagiarism-free essay. The result will be a clear map containing all necessary information and referencing details to writing your essay. Using this method, you will never again start the writing phase feeling as if you're starting from scratch. You're now ready to follow the process detailed in the next video in the series, How to Finalise Your Essay Plan. I hope you found this video enlightening. Please do like it and share it with your friends, and I look forward to explaining the next step to you in the next video. Thanks for watching.